So let's start with paper. Okay, so paper, daily many of us used to write on diaries. Book is an integral part of our life. We daily read newspaper. Food we are receiving in paper packing, wedding cards, carry bags. And so paper is an essential part of our daily life. We are going on digitalization, but still the consumption of paper is increasing day by day. Like you can see writing, printing paper, tissue paper for cleaning lens, art paper, packaging paper. So the demand of paper is increasing, and the main products, some of the main products I'm telling, like tissue paper, filter paper, tea bags, lightweight online coated paper, medical grade coated paper. As we are receiving medicines in paper packaging, food also we are receiving in paper packaging, that are called food grade paper products. So the demand is going to increase. If I talk about the Indian paper industry, it is a vast industry, and there are more than 750 pulp and paper mills in India. And the pulp and paper mills, directly and indirectly, they give employment to more than 2 million people. The market of paper is expected to grow from 8.6 billion in 2018 to 13.4 billion by 2024, exhibiting a CAGR of 7.8%. So you can see a lot of scope here. The per capita, see, we are saying that we are going on digitalization, so might be that our paper consumption is decreasing, but it is not so. The paper per capita consumption in the country stands a little over 14 kg, and the North America, they are consuming 200 kg, and the global average is 57 kg. So there is a lot of scope of export of Indian paper, because there is a much demand in other countries. So see, as we go on category of Indian paper industry, there are two categories. Is based on the application, and other is based on the raw material. So if we talk about the based on application, the some paper industry are making writing and printing grade of paper. Others are making paper board and packaging. Then there is, according to specialty paper, newsprint paper. You must have seen there are many newsprint industries in Gujarat, and Rama Paper and Pulps Limited, like that. Some industries are based on raw material, woody, like eucalyptus and all. Agriculture residues. In agriculture residues, there come wheat straw, rice straw, grasses like cogon grasses, bast fiber. See, what are bast fibers? Bast fibers are like, if I talk about the banana fiber, banana is a bast fiber because it is being extracted from the pseudo stem of that plant. So when we are extracting fibers from the stem of that plant, that is called bast fiber. Other comes recycled fibers, means what we have used, like it may be writing, printing paper, or any grade. When we are recycling that paper again for paper making, then that fiber comes in recycled fiber. So the industry, the association also, the paper mills association also are categorized according to, there is a Indian Agro Pulp and Paper Mill Association, and the woody is different. Okay. Now question comes, what is paper? The paper term comes from the word papyrus, and that is, papyrus is a plant. The bark of the plant was used in ancient times as a material. They write on it, and to transfer the information from one place to other place, or we can say to store the documents. So initially the bark of papyrus plant was used, and that's why the term came from papyrus is paper. Now what is paper? Paper is a, if most of you have, I don't know if you have seen the paper industry. So that a fibrous slurry comes out of the head box on a web, and that fibrous slurry is the dilute suspension of fibers in water. When it is drained through a mat, it becomes interwoven, as you can see here. as you can see in the paper fibers under a microscope. So just like this it becomes, and then it is being pressed. After this it is being dried, and that comes out in the form of paper. But initially when it is wet, it looks like the entanglement of fibers. So the forest, most of the paper industries are woody based, some are agro based, and now we are going on moving towards using recycled fibers or agriculture residues. So the reason is that because the forest area is 23.8%, and although there is more stress on use of recycled fiber that increased up to 47% from 30%. Now, if we move 10 years back, we were using only 30% recycled fiber, but now we have increased up to 40%. But still, 31% of paper production is depend on the forest-based raw material. So the need is to move towards agriculture residues or recycled fibers or bast fibers. So, as you can just see, for making 1 ton of paper, 27 trees of eucalyptus is required. So on the basis of that calculation, you can just imagine when you are using papers for making 1 tree, we have lost 27 trees. Paper making is one of the most polluting industries and causes extensive deforestation, thereby leading to the problems of global warming. And handmade paper is the excellent option, which is tree free and uses minimum chemicals. See, in some grades of paper, you can surely use handmade paper. You cannot totally replace the millmade, there is no need also. But in some grades like noting paper, file covers, folders, carry bags and all, in that case you can use handmade paper. Because why handmade paper? Because we are not cutting any tree for making handmade paper. There are more than 500 handmade paper units in India, handmade paper and board. And the turnover is more than 100 crore. It's very less in compared to paper mills. The Indian handmade paper industry provides employment to nearly 1 lakh people directly and indirectly. See, handmade paper industry comes under small scale industry, but it is using good technology and using eco-friendly pulping process also. Let's share some history of handmade paper to you. The knowledge of paper making entered in the country in the 11th century after the invasion of Mahmud Ghaznavi. So the art of handmade paper making was pursued traditionally by a particular clan of community called Kagzis, having originated from Central Asia. If you come in Jaipur, you will see a number of handmade paper units in Jaipur, because Jaipur is one of the topmost cluster of handmade paper. So they use Kagzi words like Salim Kagzi, Alim Kagzi after their name. So the clan is called Kagzis because they are making paper, kagaj. So what are the qualities of handmade paper? Why we should use handmade paper? The first and foremost is that because we are not using any wood for making, it is eco-friendly. It is far stronger. Means far stronger in the case they used to show a person to stand on that paper. You can see how much strong is that paper. It is more permanent. If we compare to mill-made paper, the life of that paper is more. So that's why in certificate paper and all, we are using handmade paper. The texture is very good. You can use flower petals and all. It is more dimensionally stable. In all the good handmade drawing papers, you will see only handmade paper. The costly, the elite drawings, always they are using handmade drawing paper. Domestic and export potential. It has got a lot export potential. And what are the weakness? Because weaknesses, there lack of standards. But Kumarappa National Handmade Paper Institute is working on development of standards. We are member of Bureau of Indian Standards, and we have developed lot of standards for handmade paper also. It is somewhat costly, that is said, but now the units are making eco-friendly, low cost carry bags, and also the cost also we are going. So the scenario of handmade paper. Here you can see the in Kalpi there are 50 handmade paper units, Sanganer 40 handmade paper, Kurukshetra 25, Pune. So they are distributed in cluster. This because a community works for making handmade paper, so they are settled in cluster. Like in Sanganer, there will be 40 units in Sanganer area. And what are the global scenario of handmade paper? The major players of handmade paper is China, Philippines, Nepal, Bhutan, Thailand, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India. So China is also playing here. The export scenario of handmade paper in world. As you can see from the data here, the India is one of the topmost, not the topmost, but it's on the third number. So, but it is a major export player for handmade paper making. Here you can see varieties of handmade paper. In first, flower petals, when we are adding flower petals during the paper making process, so it is called flower petals paper. It is comes in, these all paper comes in decorative grades of paper. It comes in paper packaging or wallpaper like that. Batik paper you can see, just like batik texture in cloth you can see in paper also. Marbling paper, marble texture. Embroidery, the embroidery has been done on handmade paper and it's come as embroidery paper. Hand block printed paper, crocodile paper, just like if you the same texture of leather of like you're making purses and all, the same crocodile paper you can use there. The leatherite paper, the leather texture. Moon rock paper is, it will just give the look of thermocol type, है ना? And then comes emboss paper. Embossing effect, it means the pattern will be lifted from the surface of paper, so it's cloudy paper, textured paper. So if you go on product development and diversification, mainly there are greeting cards, visiting cards, wedding cards, fancy and decorative. I've just shown you all the papers. Paper carry bags, drawing paper, lampshade, file cover, folders. The carry bags are they are getting more market now after this ban of plastic bags. So here you can see we have, the handmade carry bags. This is photo frames, file covers and folders that has been made by us to all the Khadi Commission offices. These are boxes and all carry bags, handmade. This is lampshades made from banana paper. Here you can see all the products. When we are this flower petals paper, you can see the silk fiber. When we are adding silk to the paper, that is called silk fiber model paper. So now comes the, what are the raw materials for handmade paper industry? The raw material for paper industry is white conventional raw materials, means most of the 95% of the handmade paper units are using white cotton rags or mixed color cotton rags. See, the cotton rags that are waste received from textile mills, these types of. So white cotton rags, if I talk about, it is approximately 65 rupees kg, and this mixed color cotton rags will be 30 to 35 rupees kg. So this I wanted to show you the steps for making handmade paper. In first step, you can see first the cotton rags is being sorted and dusted. Sorted and dusted means the dust particles are being removed with the help of screen manually, and after that it is converted into small size with the help of this rag chopper. It is just similar to this grass chopper. And in step 3, the chopped cotton rags is being converted into pulp form with the help of beating machine. After we have converted it into pulp form of desired beating level, or we can say technically freeness level, then it is made into sheet form manually. As you can see here, 2 persons are holding that screen for handmade paper making. Now, once they have made the sheet, that web interlock fiber on the screen, after that they are coaching it on the cotton cloth. So in this figure you can see how these 2 persons are coaching it on the cotton cloth. The number of piles means 50 to 60, when they are making it 50 to 60 number of sheets. After that they are pressing it with the help of hydraulic press. Then they are drying it. They are few methods, like we can dry it under the open air also, we can dry it under the shade also, or we can use heating sources also for drying it. And then it is being calendared and cut. Calendering is done to make it smooth and flatten the surface of the paper. So If I go to the flow chart of this, the raw material cotton rags, it is being sorted, then converted into small size, then beating is done to convert it into pulp form, then sheet is made. After that, the sheet which is made is scorched on the cotton cloth, then it is pressed to remove the extra water, and then it is dried, and dried sheet is calendered to flatten the surface, and it is cut to desired size what we want, and then packaging. So now the question comes, the handmade paper units are mainly dependent on cotton rags. So what happened? The cost of cotton rags started to increase. Means, as you can see in the figure here, from 1975 to 1980-85, see prices increased from 10 rupees per kg to 11 rupees to 13 kg, and 64 kg. Now also it is about 65 to 70, like that. So the institute has started to do research on using alternative raw material which are locally available. Locally available means in that region also, and using that locally available raw material, we can get a different grade of paper also. Means conventional handmade paper by cotton rags. Apart from that, we have got the specialty grade of paper with a different look, and it will also sort the problem of the rising cost of traditionally used raw material. So the institute has done work on research studies on bast fiber, leaf fibers, grasses, and recycled fibers. As you can see, in bast fibers, sun hemp, bhang, jute. But in all these cases, the bast means the outer stem or outer portion of that bark has been taken and the fiber has been extracted. Uh, in leaf fiber, banana fiber, pineapple, sisal, water hyacinth, and grasses, sabai grass, bodha grass, lemongrass. All these raw materials are locally available. In the previous slide, you can the banana should come in bast fiber. This is not a leaf fiber. Now you can see in pictures banana here. The banana is a jute. You can see remi fiber is a very good. The bark of remi is used. Sun hemp, again the bark. This portion, the fiber is being extracted. This is a baka. Akra. Akra is abundantly available in Rajasthan. So the outer portion of that, the fiber is being extracted, and the ropes are also made from akra. The rope in Bikaner and all area, there are plenty of akra, and ropes are used for other purposes also. Daphne papyracea, it is found in hilly regions. Bhang is available in Rajasthan. Salago, water hyacinth, it's a very good raw material for handmade paper making also. We have done studies on that also. Pineapple leaf fiber, you see this portion then can be used. Kogan grasses, shredded currency waste. Now this is the original shredded currency waste we received from Reserve Bank of India, and then we converted it into paper form, and we are giving it in the form of file covers to the Reserve Bank of India, and this technology is patented by Kumar National Handmade Paper Institute. This is Shaitooth, Morus alba. This is also found in hilly regions. Here you can see we have also used banana garbage for making papers. Just as I was saying that ankara fiber, the leaves have been removed, the stem we have collected, and then we will remove the fibers from that and use for paper making. Now if we go on raw materials one by one, then let's start with silk mulberry Moru alba. Its leaves are broad, moderate size, and it is available in so many parts of India: Karnataka, West Bengal, Jammu Kashmir, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. So many parts of India, and it's very good raw material. The silk mulberry fiber has a quality that it gives luster to the paper. A shine appears on the paper. In this I have given you the chemical characterization of the raw material. First of all, we do research on any raw material. It is suitable for making handmade paper or not. So the thing is cellulose, lignin, and all this proximate analysis. So in this case, cellulose should be maximum and lignin should be minimum. We have to identify the raw material for paper making in which cellulose is maximum and lignin is minimum. So in that case, The lignin, especially in handmade paper making, lignin should be as low as possible, because in handmade paper making we are using less chemicals for pulping. So in that case, you can see here the silk mulberry hollow cellulose is 80.6%. So it's very good hollow cellulose. So this raw material is perfect for making handmade paper. So the bark cleaning process, they simply process to convert raw material into pulp from, and it can be used for making fancy and decorative papers. Now comes the other material is Bimal. The scientific name is Ogrievia oppositifolia Roxby. So it is found in Dehradun. It means at altitude of 7,000 feet in Himalayas. So this is a special raw material for that, and we have developed paper for that area only for the government. We received that raw material from them, and previously the utility of wood of Bimal is ore share bows and all. They are using leaves were used for fodder, and extracted fiber is used for clothing also, and we have given them technology for paper also. As you can see again here, as I was telling you that hollow cellulose should be maximum. Here also you can see hollow cellulose is very good. It is 72%. So this is very good raw material. The two things are there: the fiber length, fiber dia, and this proximate analysis. This gives the base whether that raw material shall be good for making paper or not. So the paper is perfect for making visiting cards, stationery items, and fancy and decorative paper. Now sisal, the third raw material is sisal, Agave cisalina. So this plant you can see on the railway embankments and roadside. Means the raw material we are using for handmade paper, that should be not woody and it abundantly available and should not disturb the ecology. So those raw materials we are seeing. So here also you can see the cellulose content is very good, and lignin is also very low, 9.9%. So this is perfect raw material. It is evidently found in Kerala, Karnataka, Odisha. And sisal fiber, they are using it for making table mats, ladies' fur boxes. See, Khadi and Village Industries Commission, they are extracting the fibers and making other items also, like purses and other item. So we have utilized that fiber for making paper. Now comes Akra. As I told you, it's abundantly available in Rajasthan. It's called Madar in Uttar Pradesh and Akwan in Bihar. So I think most of you must have seen that there are two types of Akra plant, and the white Akra is very good. We are using it for worshipping for that white Akra, you know. तो पूजा में use होता है वो. So it is found in Gujarat, Bihar, Punjab also, and the extracted fiber are used as ropes. They are having very good strength, and we have made handmade paper also out of it. And here you can see that the same thing. Here you see the lignin. The lignin is very low, only 6% in Ankara. It's a very good raw material for making paper. We can make tissue paper out of that for conservation purpose, fancy and decorative paper for lampshade. See, the lignin is so less now, and hollow cellulose itself in the raw material is 81.8%. So we can purify that. The cellulose can be increased. The pures in we can get pure cellulosic form of pulp in that. So that pure cellulosic form of pulp can be used as a very good tissue paper for conservation purpose and other also. As a you can also use in biofuels and all, you know, on a further purification and all. So the other raw material is jute. It is also abundantly here. You can see the plant and the bark of that, means the outer layer has been taken, the leaves have been removed, and then the fiber has been extracted, and the jute fiber you can see here. Jute is the most common bast fiber. It is also called as golden fiber, and one of the cheapest also. Jute bags we all know, jute gunny bags, no? We all know that. Okay, so this is the availability of jute, and the paper is used for wrapping and packaging. because it is very less cost, low cost raw material. So we can make low cost carry bags and low cost items like carry bags, file covers and all by, and we can compete in the market. This is the other plant that is called Lokta. It is found in Nepal. So it is in Nepal. I wanted to share that they are making the paper out of this, and it is a very good export potential paper. In Nepal, Tawang districts of Arunachal Pradesh. Just now, Kumarappa National Handmade Paper Institute has revived a 1,000 years old handmade paper unit, and our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has told this thing in Mann Ki Baat. That the 1,000 years old Monpa unit has been revived in Arunachal Pradesh, and they are using this raw material only, Lokta. So see here also lignin is only 6%. See, a very beautiful handmade paper is being made by Daphne Paper Asia, and they are using a very eco-friendly pulping technique, and very simple also. They are using that ash, and that pulping is called ash lye pulping, and with it very with almost we can say with no pollution. They are not creating any pollution. And the paper can be used for making lampshades, watermark paper, and the life of paper is also very good, because as I just told you that the raw material which is having low lignin content and high cellulose initially, so we can purify that pulp, and we can use it to make a very good quality of pulp and paper having permanence. So the other comes pineapple fiber. Pineapple is found in northeastern regions, part of Karnataka, Assam, Tripura, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh. So they are using that fiber, pineapple leaf fiber. The leaf fiber is that when we are purchasing pineapple, you must have seen that leaf on the top of that. So that is leaf fiber of that also. And along with that fruit, the other leaves which are bigger one, as I've shown you this comes in the leaf fiber. So they are used for making twine ropes, threads, fabric. So in this fiber morphology, you can see the lignin content is only 4.55%. So very good raw material for paper making and a very good cellulosic form. The sun hemp. Sun hemp is a sister, we can say sister variety of this jute fiber. So it is a very commonly used by in this taps and all. They are using plumbers are using that sun hemp fiber only. Sunai, it is called sunai. They are using this, plumbers are using that fiber to tighten that walls and all. This is abundantly found in Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and it is caught string fishing net. See, the quality of this sun hemp fiber is that it remains to be very strong when it is in wet condition also, and the fungus and all do not get stripped. That's why it is used in those areas when it is in wet condition, like plumbers are using it, fishing nets and all. So that is a special quality of sun fiber. So holocellulose is 80%, lignin is 10%. Again, it's very good fiber for making paper. We can make carry bags. That depends on the initial raw material and what type of pulping process we are using. So by one raw material also we can make different grades of paper. This is the Remi plant. The Remi sticks and bast are used for making paper. This raw material we have received from Pune, that is evidently found in Pune. Then the linseed fiber. So linseed you all know very well, है ना? Linseed. So linseed is being used for making clothes. It is stronger. It is said that it is stronger than cotton. Used for making fabric, which has good strength properties and can withstand heat. So we have used that linseed fiber also to make paper. It is used as a linseed fiber is used in banknotes and cigarette paper and tea bags. So Here you can see linseed is being used as a flaxseed. Also, you can say it's as a flaxseed. Flax fiber is a very good insulator. Construction industries use flax in two forms. In fiber to replace glass wool in means nowadays most of the times in the machineries and all like oven glass wool is being used. So there are many options are there which is replacing glass wool. So flex fiber is also one of them. Means just to avoid it's eco-friendly option for against the glass wool. Mm. Here you can say the hollow cellulose is very good. So when I talk about I am making paper out of ligno alternative, these all raw materials what I have showed you apart from cotton rags, these all comes in lignocellulosic material because it is having lignin also in cellulose. So we call it alternative lignocellulosic raw material. So it is also chopped means it is converted into small size of 1 to 1.5 inches. Then the pulping is done and there are various pulping we can perform. After that, if we want it to be having more brightness, then we can perform bleaching action. And then the same beating is done to convert raw material into pulp form sheet. Now the process is similar to as I make handmade paper from cotton rags. Only the addition you can see is my pulping, this portion. I'm using digester, I'm using eco-friendly pulping process, and if I want, I can perform bleaching also. And the rest method is similar to that of cotton rags. So there are various identified pulping process by us like soda pulping, alkaline peroxide pulping, urea pulping, ash lye pulping. That depends. There are various pulping method, the eco-friendly pulping process all of them. Now oxygen, if I use oxygen delignification, I see in ozone when we are using ozone for bleaching, the same method is for oxygen also. From the stock tank, the pulp is coming and steam is coming through this so that to give it a desired temperature and ozone is fed here. After this, in this high shear mixer, this all the gas and the pulp is being oxygen gas and pulp is being mixed, and oxygen reactor is there. It will give a proper retention time for the delignification, and then here we can get the delignified there this oxygen delignified pulp. So here we have compared the strength properties of various raw materials. Here you can see Daphnenol. So see the tensile, there are various strength properties of pulp on the basis of which we decide the end use of the paper. If the burst index of the paper is more, then we can say the burst factor is good and that paper can be used for making good quality of carry bags. Okay, if the double fold is good, means the paper can be folded many times. Okay, like in currency paper, you must have seen that paper needs to be folded many times. In our file covers also, the paper has to be folded many times. And for writing, suppose I want to make writing printing grade of paper, in that case, I would like to see the tensile index, tear index, and brightness. These three are the most important parameters. Um, Tensile index is that when our paper is going for printing, it comes between the two rows during printing. So the thing should not happen that during printing the paper should not break on the reel. So in the laboratory itself we see the tensile properties and all. So this is important for writing and printing. So on the basis of the properties what we achieve, we can say that paper is perfect for this and this grade of paper. And now here you can see the machineries that are utilized for handmade paper industry. Now if I'm using cotton, then cotton for that rag chopper as you have seen there, then comes beater and refiner also. See in some industry they are completely using beater and in some industries and we suggest also that we can use half beaten pulp to we can fed to refiner just to decrease the energy consumption. And that pulp is made into paper form by auto wet and all sanganeri wet and then it is pressed with the hydraulic press and see if we want to make a high GSM sheet then they use cylinder mold wet machine. So these are all the machines and details I have given and these are the machinery. The addition will be pressurized digester for the delignification, and boiler to give it a specific temperature, and washer also to wash the pearl to remove the adhered lignin or black liquor to it. Rest all is same. So if we talk about the profit margin, see the number of working days, 300 working days on the production capacity of 500 kg per day, suppose. So the total production will be 1,50,000. So the production cost is 100 rupees per kg and the sales is rupees 200 kg. The profit percent, 100% of profit percent we can make in paper. And if we go for paper products, then the profit percent will further increase. So it is a very potential handmade industry is a very potential sector as a startup or as an entrepreneur. So the what are the attractions is become entrepreneur and give employment to at least 10 people apart from job seekers, and it shall give great satisfaction to a managing director, earn money and also do social cause in clean sector because it's a totally clean, eco-friendly, and we are not cutting any tree. Then here you can see it's a small scale sector, but the people here, the big players are they are receiving awards also and they are earning money also. Late Mr. Salim Kazi, owner of Salim Handmade Paper Industries, Jaipur. So its turnover, his industry is turnover more than 10 crore. AL paper, their turnover is more than 15 crores. And see, they are making big money also. So what are the scope of handmade paper? Scope of handmade paper is in manufacturing unit, in trading also. So initially what people do, they used to purchase the paper, they then further resell it. And the third one is product development. They take the paper and then convert into paper product. Even the manufacturing units, they are manufacturing the paper and making product also. Uh, it is a small scale industry, but Khadi and Village Industries Commission, they have a scheme that is called PMEGP, Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program scheme. So in that scheme, in handmade paper making or in any sector, they give loan up to 25 lakhs. So for the general category, the own contribution shall be 10%, and for special category like SC, ST, OBC, 0.5%. So the subsidy also, like I have taken 25%. So if I am in urban, so 15% I need not give back. Okay, the 15% will be subsidy for me. And in rural, if I am in rural, then 25% I need not give back. Okay, so that will be in the form of subsidy. So this is the help KVAC is giving under Minister of Micro, Small and in Medium Enterprises, just to generate startups or entrepreneurs. Is a dream of Honorable Prime Minister. So now comes that that depends on the creativity also, how we generate the market. Like there are many forms apart from paper. You can see the paper balls. We can make organization boxes, decorative switchboards, a lot of potential. Good products for Japan. Their wine bottle bags, CD folder, Christmas in if in the Christmas season, there are special item for Christmas season. In Japan, if we want to do export in Japan, then we can make it in the form of origami for Japan. So you can see here the shadow puppets. Puppets very popular in Britain, Czech Republic, Greece, Egypt. So we can give these products and export them. So that depends in the new market and how we do it. Where, when, how, what, who, why. So that all depends how we are doing it. So don't run after buyers, create your own niche, and that will be done only when we make different. So this is about handmade paper. One other sector we have done recently, we have developed Khadi Prakritik paint from cow dung, and other products also we have developed from cow dung under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And this initiative was by Honorable Ex-Minister Shri Giriraj Sir and our Honorable Chairman Shri Vinay Kumar Saxena Sir. So as we all know, cow is mother known as हम उसे माई बोलते हैं ना, उसमें इतने 33 करोड़ देवताओं का वास होता है. वो केवल हमें दूध ही नहीं देती, it's also give dung in it, and they are of course they are of high importance. So cow dung is used as a fuel, as a manure, and many items. So we have developed various products from cow dung. Uh, handmade paper, paint, and various other items. So we have collected cow dung from a nearby Gaushala, and see, now we have done it in a very scientific way. We have done the pulping method of that, and then we have in the product where we want bleaching, we have done the bleaching action also. And we have developed a beater. You can say we have fed it into a beater, and we have developed paper, handmade paper out of cow dung. You can see here the carry bag made out of cow dung pulp. We have the second product is Khadi Prakratik paint. This paint has been inaugurated on 12th January 2021 by Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari sir in Delhi. And we have also set up a unit in Kumarappa National Handmade Paper Institute demonstration unit on 6th July 2021, and that has also been virtually inaugurated by Nitin Gadkari sir. And the training, presently we are giving training how to make that cow dung paint, and here you can just see a glimpse of that. We are refining it, and we have set up the machinery for how to make paint from cow dung along with other additives and all. So we have done it in our institute. Here are the pictures of our institute. And we have tested it from the national test houses and reputed laboratory, NABL accredited laboratory, and it satisfied the desired parameters given by Bureau of Indian Standards. And the technology has been filed for patent also. So the even honeybee boxes also, means wooden, for wood also we have developed that paint from cow dung. Our institute has been fully painted by that paint only. We have also developed the soap, the liquor what we have received, we have used that as a substitute of alkali used in soap making, and we have developed this Khadi natural therapy soap. Hardboard from cow dung. This is the hardboard we have made from cow dung using hot press. Okay, I'm just coming. Let me tell you about brief about the Kumarappa National Handmade Paper Institute. This is recognized by Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Government of India, and we are having various laboratories at our institute: chemical, physical environment, biotech, pilot plant, product development, and all this. So these are the main activities. Research and development is the main activity, then training, project consultancy, training, technical services, and we are having pilot plant also. What research we do, we upscale it to a pilot plant level. We disseminate and transfer technology through workshop, publications, and all. And we file patents, and our institute is recognized by DSR. And these are the training courses we conduct. We have OTP training of 3 weeks. Fees is 6,000 rupees. A specialized operator course is 8 weeks and 5,000. Product design and development is 2 weeks of 5,000, and condensed course is 1 week of 10,000 rupees. Then dissertation, we also get the students from various colleges and universities of BTech, MTech, PhD students. So 20,000, and if it is 1 month, 5,000. Now there is a 1-day training come workshop for students that we do for a group of students. That minimum should be 30, and that group used to come, and we charge a nominal fees of 1,000, and the students themselves make handmade paper, and they receive certificate also. So that's means full day training, 1 day full day training is there. So now the fees of PhD has been increased. For PhD we are taking 25,000, for BTech MTech it's 20,000. The quality management 10,000, environment management 5,000, and cow dung paint making, that you can go to a website also, knhpa.org.in, that is 5,000. So these are internationally trainees trained at KNHPI from various countries, and we cannot say that only. See, you can see highly qualified persons. They have taken training, and they are going in making handmade paper and setting unit. And more than 165 handmade paper units were set up by the entrepreneurs who have got training in KNHPI. We have got 6 patents to our credit, and these are the various technologies we have developed for various agencies. So it's just list of those technologies. And thank you. And if you have any questions, then please proceed. This is my email and all. Thank you. Salma, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that informative talk. Dear participants, if you have any queries or questions, please put it in the chat box. Ma'am is there with us for another 5 minutes. Participants, any questions? Ma'am, we have a question from Dr. Jyoti.
Okay.
She wants you to run through the presentation.
Which slide?
She wants a summary, ma'am. The overall summary of what could be a take-home message.
A take-home message is that as you are doing faculty development program on agriculture residues and all, so handmade paper in your faculty also. So you can promote the agriculture residue, and I have given information on various alternative lignocellulosic raw material on which handmade paper can be made in your area. You can do research, you can send your students also, and any raw material can be used in your area to make eco-friendly handmade paper. Dr. Jyoti, am I clear? If you want to get more explanation, then please you can proceed.
Ma'am, is there an internship for students?
Yes, it is there. It is there.
And it is
So
paid,
just
ma'am?
I told you, BTech, MTech, and PhD students, they used to come in. There's a chemical engineering, microbiology, environmental sciences department. They can get the training here. We are having trainees.
We have another person, Alvin Ebi. Sir, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
And I also want to share an email also. If you want to, I've just given my email, and you can also send at kenishpjaipur@gmail.com. So that will be fine. Hai na? If you want to have training, that you just send me email. Hai na?
Yeah, I have very simple doubt, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Before going to develop all this material, you are using
Yes.
cellulose, right? Have you
Yes.
evaluated this degradation rate of all the materials?
So actually in paper, the degradation rate is in terms of accelerated aging, and that is being tested as a life of paper, as I told, the permanence of paper.
Okay.
So that is being done, sir. Like in that depends what grade you are making. Suppose if I'm using like grasses and all, so I know that cellulose will be not in pure form. But if I'm making tissue paper, which is being used for conservation purpose, so that is being the life of that paper. We have measured it.
And what about this microbial effect on the surface, madam? Is there any microbial growth will be observed within 5 days or 6 days?
Yes. A microbial growth will be there until and unless it is in purest form, but cellulose is still there, no? So until and unless the antibacterial agent you are adding in it. Just now we have developed antibacterial dyes and antibacterial paper also, antibacterial coated paper. So in the control you will surely see the growth.
Okay.
Participants, any other questions? Ma'am, I think those were the questions.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, at the outset, on behalf of the management, principal, HOD, staff and student, I take it a pleasure to extend our heartfelt gratitude for having graced this STTP program, and you have enlightened us with all your talk and your knowledge, ma'am. Thank you so much for being part of this.
Thank you. And there is one request that you should all send your students here at least for a 1-day workshop, so that they see how to make handmade paper. It will be a great experience for them. And then
Yes, ma'am, we will
the
make sure.
students who are interested, they can do research, they can do further research also. And you are also invited, all the faculties. So we can collaborate with you also.
Thank you, ma'am. We're looking forward for that.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, please be on line. We will share the feedback link now. Ma'am, okay. Ma'am, thank you. You may kindly exit, ma'am. Dear participants, feedback link has been shared. Kindly fill it. The session will be open for another 10 minutes.